Hello, hello. All right, so I thought I would take you through what I eat in a week and how I train. I saw this video by Jen Im that she posted and it really inspired me to make my own version of it. So I'm starting off with my no protein powder protein pancake. This is the recipe that I saw on TikTok, and all it is oats, cottage cheese, and egg whites. You can use whole eggs, and I've also substituted the cottage cheese for Greek yogurt and it still works. It keeps you really, really full, and I'm pretty sure I have basically, look how beautiful that is. I have perfected this protein pancake. I'll also be sure to throw the macros up on the screen for you. Crispy on the outside, creamy, chewy on the inside, and I'm also having 1 kiwi. Okay, finish that up. So now I'm gonna go get ready to film. And then for today, it's upper body day and cardio, so I'll be... Ah! Ow! That landed right on my foot. Anyway, today is upper body day and cardio, so I will take you with me when we're ready to go. So when it comes to my eating, I am following macros that have been set out for me, basically to build muscle and strength over time and to support my training goals. I tend to eat within those macros pretty tightly. I do track, but at the same time, I also try to eat intuitively and just kind of eat whatever I'm craving as long as it does fit in. So I do a mix of preparation and winging it, I guess, but just as long as I'm hitting my protein goals, especially so I can build all that juicy muscle. And now it's time for lunch, and I'm making a veggie and rice primavera chicken dish. This is all basically leftovers. So we get these primavera veggies from Costco. They are really good. They taste really good, super easy. And then I just took some leftover wild rice and this grilled chicken breast, which we tend to meal prep every single week and put it in salads and bowls like this. It just makes for really easy meals in a pinch. Okay, so I'm just having some lunch now. I had no veggies in the fridge, like I didn't want to make a salad. Sometimes I feel like salads they just take too long to eat. I don't want to chew that much. So I made these like grilled primavera vegetables. They come frozen from Costco and they have like a grilled flavor to them. They're already pre-seasoned, so you just have to add a little bit of oil in the pan and they're ready in like 5 minutes. So it's just a really easy way to sneak some veggies in. And then I added some sriracha for heat and some soy sauce because I wanted just like a little bit more of a salty umami. So I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna get ready to go to the gym. It's frozen, I can't bite it. Current gym fit, I'm in all black. What else is new? This is a new-ish top that I ordered. I think I posted a vlog like earlier this year asking what were your favorite gym gear brands. A lot of you said Sweaty Betty. So I wanted to try this like teensy weensy little crop top. I like it. It's like more of a cottony feel. It's stretchy, but it definitely feels more like a cotton. And it's cute. It's just something different than Lululemon. I love Lululemon, but I find some of their styles really repetitive, so I wanted to try some new brands. And then I'm just wearing my good old Lululemon Align leggings that I've had for like 7 years. They're pilling like crazy. But that's okay. The Lulu Aligns are meant for things like yoga and stretching, gentle kind of movements. And I have beat mine to shit. But my philosophy is I'm just gonna be rough on my gym clothes anyway, so why buy new ones when they're already beat up? They still look fine. Let's go do some upper body. So all of my workouts are programmed by my coach Sathish. It just makes everything so much easier, and I just end up doing so much more effective work because I'm not dawdling in the gym thinking about what I need to do, and everything is really focused and tailored towards my goals. And I've been working out for years, but I never saw real results until I started working with a coach and following a program. So if you're struggling to even get back into the gym or back into a fitness routine, I would really recommend consulting with a coach or a trainer because they can just provide you with the tools that you need to get started. Even if you do a one-off, I think it's well worth the investment. But my upper body days pretty much always look the same during the week. So I always start off with pull-ups, then I move to something called a Viking press. So this is a Viking press machine that we have at my gym, but you definitely don't need something fancy like this. You can use dumbbells and just do overhead press like that, or a barbell, and you'll get the same effect. Then I move on to lat pull downs. These are just, I think, neutral grip lat pull downs, and if you're not making that face, then you're not working hard enough. That's all I gotta say. And then I move on to dumbbells, where I just do 2 sets to failure of lateral raises and incline bicep curls. And I've been stuck at this weight for a year. They're so hard. And I always like to finish most of my workouts with some kind of ab exercise. Here I'm working on leg raises because I eventually want to be able to get to toes to bar, and I'm doing it for as long as I can in the L sit. And then I go to failure in knees to elbows or knee raises, and that way you get that burn. Did it. Done and dusted. I don't have time to do cardio today. I think I'll do it tomorrow morning. But that was a really good upper body day. Time for dinner. Post-gym snack. I've been super into this salad lately where I'm just taking some olive oil, lemon, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, mustard, and some garlic and honey for sweetness. And then I'll just throw in things like lettuce, tomato, cucumber. Sometimes I'll throw in chickpeas, some Parmesan cheese or whatever cheese we have in the house, give it a good mix. And then whatever protein we have in the house, I've used turkey, but most often I'll use chicken. And you just give it a good toss, get it nice and coated with that dressing. And for me, it's just been a really satisfying summer style dinner that's still really high in protein, and we're getting our veggies in. So I didn't really feel like cooking anything, so we're just having the rest of the leftover chicken in basically a gigantic salad, and that's dinner. Good morning. We're going for a zone 2 run, and then Jeff's gonna meet me for coffee. Right?
Right.
Yay, let's go. So I'm training basically what's called zone 2 cardio, and it's when you can do exactly this. It's a very slow pace, but you can kind of keep on a conversation, but uncomfortably. It means your heart rate's high enough that you're in that zone, and I'm trying to stay in it consistently in this run. So I have to pay attention to my pace. Oh, see, I'm going into zone 3 now. Probably because I'm talking too much and trying to film. Anyway, see you on the other side. I just got back from having a coffee. It was so good. I love a cappuccino, especially on a Sunday morning. Now I need to shower and wash my hair, and then we'll make breakfast. Breakfast for today is a bit of a mishmash. We had some bread in the house, we had some eggs. I always like to combine egg whites with my eggs to get that little bit of extra protein. I know it's a little bit unhinged to do cold butter on warm toast, but that's how I always do it. And then I just threw in a little bit of spinach, hot sauce, and that's breakfast. Ooh, it's steamy. Yum. Usually I'll have 1 to 2 coffees a day, one to get my day started because that's just how I love to start my day. And then if I'm working from home or if it's like a weekend, today's Sunday, then I like to just, have a slow morning and have a second coffee. This one is a decaf, and I just put collagen, milk, and cinnamon powder in it, and that's how I take my coffee when I'm at home. Also, I'm letting my hair air dry. How do we feel about the curly? Figuring it out. I still need to work on the frizz and the shape of the curls, but I just put in leave-in conditioner and then I didn't touch it, so not bad. All right, just getting ready to film. Now we're hydrating. Gotta keep hydrated all day. I try to drink at least 2 of these a day. I also have a 1-liter water bottle that I carry around with me that's a bit more convenient. And those I will try to drink. If I'm drinking out of that one, then I'll try to drink 3. If I'm sticking to Mr. Stan here, then 2 is good. I think this is 1.2 liters when it's full to the top, so good amount of water. Hello. Finished filming. Whole setup is here. It's around 1:30. It's time for lunch. I took out a salmon to thaw from the freezer yesterday, so I think I'm gonna make my lime, well, it's gonna be lemon. I don't have any limes. My lemon sriracha salmon. I've made this recipe a bunch of times on the channel, but I will make sure to leave it for you. The only thing is I haven't figured out a way to not have my smoke alarm go off with it. And I'll make sure to leave the original blog post of the creator of the recipe down in the description, but it's something that we make literally every single week. It is so good. So like I said, this is a salmon recipe that we make every single week. We've been making it every single week for years. It tastes amazing fresh, and it tastes even better as leftovers because that sauce just sinks into the fish and it doesn't make your leftovers taste fishy. So I'll leave the recipe here on the screen, but you want to simmer down and reduce down the sauce so it becomes a little bit thicker. That's how you know it's ready to go. And I always like to leave a little bit on the side for when the salmon is finished so you get that little bit more extra saucy goodness. This never used to happen in the old apartment. I think our oven is too hot for this. Without fail, the smoke alarm always goes off with this recipe, so just be warned, have your windows open. Okay, so here it is. It is delicious. So I made wild rice with the salmon, and then I always leave a little bit of extra sauce to the side so I can put it on top of the salmon when I'm ready to eat it. Makes it so good. And then I just cut up some cucumbers and threw on some pepper and a little bit more of the sauce. Oh, and I forgot. And I'm just gonna throw on some sesame seeds because it makes it look prettier.
I know it's not technically a foyer itself, it's just a detail.
So I just put all the food away. I told you that salmon makes amazing leftovers, so that's exactly what I'm probably gonna have for lunch tomorrow. So you will see repeats in this video for sure because we eat our leftovers. I wanted to call it a project pan for the fridge, but we like to empty out our fridge and freezer pretty much fully before we have to do another grocery shop. I'm craving something sweet, so I'm gonna have this bowl of cherries here. So good. I got these, my trainer recommended them because they're just like clean ingredients and the protein source is egg whites. So there's no whey protein if that upsets your stomach. It's pretty clean. It's got 12 grams of protein per 1 bar, so not bad. And I want something like chocolatey and sweet, so let's see. This is the chocolate sea salt brand. It's good. It's really chewy, so I feel like that makes you slow down when you're eating it. You definitely can't like scarf this down in a few bites, but I try not to like inhale all my meals, including my snacks, so at least this slows you down. It's pretty good. It's enough for the sweet though, that's for sure. I ordered some steaks from this butcher in Toronto called St. John's Meat Locker. It's where I get my bone broth from too. Decided to pick up some steaks because Jeff and I, they're like a fun Sunday meal for us. These are huge though, so I feel like maybe we only cook one, I don't know. But this is what we're having for dinner. Got steak. And then the Primavera veggies. Babe, what's for dessert?
Well, it's National Ice Cream Day today.
So what do we do about that?
Gelato.
Okay, we're going for gelato. Gonna be a lot of leftovers in this video. So I made this last night and I'm having the exact same thing today. Okay, this is my mishmash snack to clean up everything that's in the fridge. So we had some leftover bread. Like these are the bread ends. They're so tiny. Jeff ate the rest of the other nice pieces of bread and left me these pieces. So I put peanut butter and honey on it. I have a piece of Swiss cheese here, and then this is our last kiwi in the fridge. So mishmash snack, but it's gonna be good. I decided to follow that snack up with some cottage cheese because it wasn't quite enough, and I'm going to the gym in an hour, so it's a good high protein snack to go with. This is just cottage cheese with honey on top. Today is lower body day, so my workout split right now is 2 days of upper body and 2 days of lower body, and then I try to run 2 to 3 times a week. So this is my first lower body day, and I start off with some heavy leg presses. I try to do 3 sets of 12 reps for each, but I am really trying to go to failure and push past that burn. It is something that is very hard for me to do mentally, but that's how you're gonna see real results. And I alternate the leg press with these 45-degree dumbbell back extensions. This is because I'm trying to build a shelf. off. I'm trying to build that booty, and I find they burn even with body weight. So with this, don't worry about the weight. Don't focus on that. Just focus on good form and meeting your body where you're at. And then I move on to glute kickbacks, and then I pair that with some incline reverse crunches on the bench because I'm still trying to get that toes to bar. That's going to help me train that. And then I finish with these brutal dumbbell walking lunges. I'm trying to get 100 lunges in under 5 minutes, and I died. For dinner, this was kind of a mishmash again. We made chicken thighs and I made the primavera vegetables. We didn't have any leftover rice and I had to improvise to get a carb source, so I just ended up eating this pita. So yeah, dinners aren't always aesthetic. Sometimes they're just for sustenance, and that was very sad. Tuesday, I don't really remember what I ate. I went to work in the morning and then I went straight to the gym. So twice a week I do work out with my coach Sathish and a group of other girls. And it is my favorite time of week to work out because not only are we working on our goals, our strength, our skills, our mobility, but it's just fun. It's a hangout. It's kind of like that third place thing that people talk about. I really want to be able to do a ring muscle up, so that's what we're training for here. Wednesday morning is another zone 2 cardio. I try to run for about 45 minutes at a steady state. It's a really slow pace. For me, the speed is like a shuffle. It is so slow, but it's good. I like to kind of just zen out and run in nature, and it feels good. And this was a little bit of a weird day of eating because my sister and my friends came up to Toronto for a little girls' day. We went to the Royal Ontario Museum. So throughout this day, I didn't do a lot of filming, but I did pack a lot of snacks. I packed a few RX bars. We had a coffee and a treat before we ended up going for dinner, where I had this amazing sausage, pasta, and like dandelion dish. It was absolutely delicious. And what I forgot to show was that I did top this up with a protein shake to make sure I was hitting at least my protein goals. That's the main thing that I really do try to focus on hitting every single day consistently. Okay, Thursday was also a bit of a rush day. I didn't get to show you all of my meals because I went to work this day, which means I have to pack my meals with me. So I'll often pack things like a high protein lunch. This day I made a turkey wrap. This day I have to pack a protein bar, some cucumbers and dip, cottage cheese, blueberries, banana, things to keep me going all throughout the day, because when I do go to work, I will go straight to the gym right after. Okay, so I just got back from the gym. It was lower body day and I didn't film it because twice a week I work out with my coach and with a group of other girls. So we all kind of work out together and do our programming and stuff. So I didn't want to, if they were uncomfortable being on camera, that type of thing, I didn't want to film that. But this is typically what we do. And I just got home and I didn't want to cook anything. I didn't want to think. So I made literally the exact same turkey wrap that I made for lunch today. And it's good. It's easy, it's simple, it's balanced, it's satisfying. And I'm pretty behind on my protein today, so I'm probably also gonna have a protein shake a little bit later too. So just ground turkey that I cooked the other day. I heated it up, put it on a bed of Parmesan cheese, because why not? Lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, Frank's hot sauce, and this like lemon dressing that we happen to have in the house. And this is just like a sun-dried tomato wrap that I got from Farm Boy. I have my leftover tomatoes, so I just put a bunch of salt on it. This is nostalgic for me because every summer my grandfather would grow tomatoes and I would just have a tomato in one hand and then a salt shaker in the other. Perfect summer snack. Also, yeah, I had Parmesan on my face during that whole clip, so this is real life. And one thing I'm trying to focus a little bit more on is meal prepping, especially breakfast. I find myself not hungry in the morning, and it is easier for me if I have something prepped so I don't have to think about it. So I made 2 servings of protein overnight oats for me and Jeff. It's basically the Oat She Glows overnight oats recipe with some protein powder. So it's Friday, I haven't got a chance to vlog, and I'm all red because I just plucked my eyebrows and then I tried to pop the zit. Jeff and I are just hanging out, kind of having a date night, and we ordered pizza. This is North of Brooklyn pizza. It is probably the best pizza that you can get in Toronto. Highly recommend.
No, disagree.
Why? What do you think?
I don't know.
What's better?
It's the best one.
Jeff disputes this. I don't know. Who's better than North of Brooklyn?
I don't know. We haven't tried all the pizzas in Toronto yet, so it's tough to say.
Okay, so there's a few other pizza places that we have to try in Toronto. I know there's Body Ollie's. What else? Anyway, it's one of my favorite pizzas. Pepperoni, can't go wrong. And it's like the cup and char pepperoni. This is my favorite kind of pepperoni. How many more times can I say pepperoni? So we're gonna have a cute night in, have some pizza, and we're rewatching Game of Thrones right now. That's our Friday. And then in terms of training, it's my rest day. I have done nothing today except for walking outside a few times today. So that's all I like to do. Okay, pizza time. Here's a super quick mini grocery haul. There's like a few little markets around our neighborhood that we'll go and grab little fresh things, and it tends to be cheaper than a regular grocery store. We don't have a lot of fresh, we have a lot of frozen things like meat. Just wanted to pick up a few things, so I got some blueberries, 2 for $5. I love green beans as a side. They're so good on their own too, by the way. I got some fresh basil because sometimes it's actually quite good when you combine it with strawberries. Don't knock it till you try it. Got some avocados for avocado toast. Little broccolinis were 2 for $5. I love to grill these. I think it tastes so good. Spring mix for salad. This cost 30 Canadian dollars, by the way. And at a grocery store, this probably would have cost me like 50, so yeah. Okay, so I just finished filming. Got all the stuff still out. I need to shoot some B-roll, but I'm gonna do that for tomorrow, and I am starving. It is time for lunch. So we don't have any. I took out some meat to thaw, but it's not quite ready, and I hate thawing meat in the microwave, so I'm gonna make an egg wrap. We have a single egg left, but lots and lots of egg whites, so I'm gonna make like a spinach, egg, and cheese wrap. I also have some turkey bacon in the fridge, so I think I'm just gonna do kind of like a breakfast for lunch type of thing. Still balanced, still high protein, some nice carbs, some nice fats in here, so let's eat. I am so hungry. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. I'm pretty sure I screwed this up and this is just gonna be a huge mess. I think I needed to put like the spinach, cheese, and all that stuff after I flipped it so that the tortilla would cook and all it would need to stick to was the egg. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it tastes. Just remember that. Oh my God. It looks so bad. And I gotta say, making an aesthetic cooking video, harder to do than I thought, and I'm not a very good cook. I definitely cook, I do cook for taste and sustenance, but not for presentation, clearly. Breakfast for lunch. So I'm having the wrap, turkey bacon, and a bunch of blueberries here. Yeah, it definitely tastes better than it looks. Why I like keep forgetting to show you what I ate. I had toast with peanut butter and jam, some Greek yogurt with berries, and a cup of bone broth before heading out. So I am gonna go do some upper body now. It's Sunday, so it's like more of a chill day. I filmed this morning, and now I get to enjoy the rest of my day. So let's go. Lifting straps, sunscreen. So this is the exact same workout that I showed you at the beginning of the week. I'll always work things like pull-ups, overhead press, biceps, lats, shoulders, abs. So I just rinse and repeat. And every week I either just increase the weight to push myself or do some sort of variation to push the intensity and just make sure I am always working and challenging my body. And that's really why I show up. It's 100% something that I do for myself. And every time I do show up when I say I'm going to do it, and I prove to myself that I did it, it just builds so much more confidence from there. Not to mention just being really impressed with what your body can do. Like, you can do so much more than you think. So that's really why I do this now. And yes, to build a booty, but alongside all the other benefits, that's just gravy. Upper body is officially cooked, and I just walked back to my car. It was a bit of a walk, getting the steps in, but it's time to eat. I'm sweating. Can you see all that? Oh my God. Cute. So I'm making honey garlic drumsticks right now. The broccolini, I kind of torched it, I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very overdone, but it'll be like nice and crispy, you know? Like, that looks so good, so crispy. So that's just salt and garlic powder. We had some chicken drumsticks that we thawed the other day, so I made like this is basically the same sauce as I did with the salmon earlier in the week. So it's just honey, garlic, soy sauce, a little bit of sriracha, and some lemon juice. The original recipe called for vinegar, I just used lemon. So I'm roasting the chicken in the oven, and then I'm just gonna toss it in this sauce when it comes out, and that's gonna be dinner. I think I'll end the video there, and that's kind of a realistic, kind of accurate representation of what I eat and how I train in a week. To summarize, I train 4 days a week, I try to run 2 to 3 days a week, and I'm just eating to support those goals. My main issue a lot of the time is preparation, so if I get too absorbed in what I'm doing or procrastinate prepping the night before, then that's when I feel like the meal prep and hitting my targets every day, and just even eating within a proper window, like, you know, just like so I don't get hangry or too hungry, that type of thing. I feel like that's when that becomes harder. So the key to all of this is honestly preparation and scheduling your workouts as if they were work. If you're thinking about getting started and this feels really overwhelming, just start with going outside for a walk. But what has really helped me not procrastinate that and just kind of, it stopped it sort of hanging over my head as this to-do that I would never do, and then I would feel like I failed myself and I would just lose a lot of confidence in myself. So as soon as I started scheduling that in as if it was work, so, you know, on Wednesday morning, 7 a.m., I'm going for a run. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, if I show up by 7:30, at least I showed up. And I love it. I feel strong, I feel confident, I feel like my moods are better, my skin is better, my nails are better, my hair is better, I'm sleeping better, and the main thing is that I just feel good. It's something that I really enjoy. It's something where I can kind of shut my phone off, shut the world off, and just really focus on challenging myself. Every single week you just prove to your body how capable it is and how much you can do, whether it be the weight slightly going up or something that felt really hard maybe a month ago is now starting to feel easier. You see progress in different ways, and I think more important ways other than just aesthetics. I love feeling strong. I'm really proud of what my body can do, and I just try to eat to support that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you next Sunday. Thanks for watching. Bye.